Hello, this is Steve, Dichroic Glassman. Well, in my keeping optimistic and positive, while I'm staying inside, I'm inventing and creating. That's my contribution. So what is it I'm doing? Doesn't that sound cool? This is borosilicate glass. It's pretty reasonably thin. But because borosilicate is a coefficient of 33, this is like tempered glass, folks. This is uber strong. You couldn't do that with a regular dichroic glass. It'd break. This is a tempered glass type. It's a coefficient of 33, 3 times harder than 90 or 96. Well, you wonder, how did I get it there? Well, I'm using this really cool little kiln. Let's see, is it a Scud or an even heat? I can't remember. They're so alike now anymore. But it's on Clay King. $396 delivered to your door. 8-inch kiln shelves. And then I bought these nifty little sushi I don't want to call them sushi bowls or whatever. Yep, well, they're, you know, let your imagination take it from there. You have to sandblast them now to get the gloss off so that you can put your kiln wash on there. That's reasonably easy enough. You can find a place or etch it off. Well, you could take it to a number of places to have it sandblasted. Many glass shops do that for engines and or mechanical places for engines and grills and whatnot. They can sandblast you a whole box of these for probably pretty cheap money. So anyway, I cut these down to 2.5 inch. If I use the 3 inch, which is the size of my tray, I get large. If I use 2.5 inch, it's as though I can set them inside each other and create another effect. So I got a small and a full size out of one mold. So that's kind of cool because some of these are really pretty, the effects on top of each other. I don't know what these are going to be used for. They're little energy platform trays, crystals, blah, blah, blah. They're beautiful, and they might make a cool chime. Put holes in them, hooks on them, and let them dangle, and they're kind of cute. Well, I'm cutting up the glass into 2.5 inch squares for the smalls and 3 inches. So yeah, it's kind of, I'm integrating that I'm doing this and selling the pieces parts. So you're going to have like $2.50 into one of these. That's it. And that's a beautiful thing for that kind of money, with the assuming you've already got a kiln to where you can benefit by what I'm showing you. This is a manual kiln, keep in mind, and it works the best for me. If you've got a computerized kiln, you could set this down from 0 to 60 real fast, but some people are uncomfortable about overriding, so I can understand. But if you've got a large kiln and a bunch of these, you're going to be able to kick out a lot of these at a time. I'm just being able to do 4. But it only takes me about 45 minutes versus your big kiln time. So that's the race. I can have a whole lot of these ready to rock and roll in pretty quick order. So anyway, I'm going to shut the kiln, the lid. I'm going to set my timer for 45 minutes. And I'm going to put it in at 42 because I'm going to get dialed in this time. We'll see if I have to add any time to it. At 42 minutes, it's not going to melt the glass, folks. What it's going to do is it's going to heat it up enough to where it becomes gelatinous of sorts to drop into its mold. It'll drop down in there and create its corners and its accuracy and all that kind of stuff. And the byproduct is it crinkles it in a really pleasurable way. It's really cool, very attractive to see these crinkles on there. That's a byproduct of heating them up to fire polish. The edges are rock and roll smooth. Nobody's going to get hurt. You can't get cut on these. because not only did I pre-grind them, but after you fire polish them, it rounds out anything that's sharp. So double good for you in your security and in your visual outcome. So without further ado, I'm going to close the lid. I already set my timer in 42 and I put it on. I'm going to close my lid now. And here's all I do. I just turned it on. Set my, here we go. In 42 minutes, I'm going to come back reasonably within a minute or two or three. I'll have to adjust. It's kind of like watching for the turkey. I don't use temperature, although the temperature range will be at 1600. But that's this kiln. Your kiln can read 1475. Don't let that trouble you, bother you, or even use it as a comparison. Like the turkey, like the cookies, you want to know, give yourself a minute of time and then go in there and say, I'm going to add 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, what have you. And then you know your schedule. So on this one here, since I'm setting it for the video, I put it on at 42 minutes. When I open the lid and do another video, I may, because it's going to be screaming hot. Oops, I better shut my lid. It's going to be screaming hot, so may not do a live video with it orange rearing out of here like dragon's breath. But I might wait till it's cooled down. In other words, to do the next video of when I open it up, voila. But these little guys are so cute. And when I've taken them around and shown them to people, $10, $12, like, oh yeah, I'd buy them for that. So is that a $25 set to you? To put crystals on it or make a sculpture out of it? You got to determine that. To me, they're beautiful. And I have Dichroic all over the place in what I make and whatnot. And I have to develop this so that other people find interest in it. So if you find interest in making these while you're inside and you got a kiln doing nothing and you're not doing nothing, well, let's get crafty about it and stay positive. We've weathered these type of storms before in the past. We're humans, and the human nature is to adapt and to move on, and I'm used to that all my life. From one point or another, being autistic, I had to rely on only me. And so this is all I know, is to create, to keep myself in a positive therapeutic kind of mindset, if that makes sense. I value these. I like them. I'm going to make a bunch of them in inventory and stock up, put them on my Etsy. But I'm also going to sell the glass so that you can make them. And at 50 cents an inch, these are only $2 to make. So, do you think it's worth $2? I do. I'm not going to stop. In fact, they are fun. So I just rotate my kiln of what I'm going to make in here. We'll roll through some of the other fun, nifty stuff, and that will be part of today's blog, what I'm doing today. I'm hoping you're doing yourself some good and remaining positive. Don't let fear pull you down. Find some people that you can trust that have calming conversation. And be sure to entertain all the data. I have an idea of what's happening, but no, I'm not going to subject myself. And it will surprise you, even though if I told you, it won't surprise you. But you wouldn't take it seriously. So I'm not going to mention it. Why should I? We all have our ideas of such and where we find our information and all, and who we trust. So remain calm. It's a time to volunteer to see what we can do for each other. And this is not a time of separation for me. It's a time of actually the opposite. I want to remain close to people, especially friends and family type of mindsets that want to stay close, to gather in a group for strength of not only intelligence, buying power, and whatnot. So I just encourage you, if you're going to be inside for the rest of the day after you get home from work, then create. This is one of my ways. So I hope you watched the video and take enjoyment at it, and thank you for the great comments and compliments. It's great to be back. Every day, or every day I think about it, I'm going to do this as sort of my blog talk for the day. Thanks for watching. And if any of this fascinates you, if you want to hook up, contact me in the email. My new website's up, Dichroic Glassman. Take a look at. Follow me on Instagram, putting pictures up on Pinterest. I need help in a lot of areas. What can I do what can I give you or create and invent that you could help me? And we'll see if we can survive this thing together. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.